reactions from the population in terms of the new look cabinet. I'm pretty sure anticipation and expectations are high. Talk to us about that as you paint a picture of the Nane Nane protest in case they have started in Kisumu. Over to you.
Well, good morning, Jesse. As you've said, yes, we're here from Kisumu, one of the regions that has always been an epicenter in terms of demonstrations. Anytime there have been calls for demonstrations, Kisumu has always been on the spotlight, especially the Kondele area, where I've always seen the youths assembling there, then proceeding to the CBD. But today, everything seems to be moving on well. There is some presence of police officers, but they are just relaxing. There is movement of vehicles in and out of the CBD. Then you will also see that shops are up and running. The border borders are ferrying people from one particular point to another. An indication that today might be just a different day. We might not be experiencing some elements of demonstration. Why am I saying that? Up to this particular time, you will already be seeing some youths at Kondele area converging, speaking in tones, and just trying to show that there will be indications of demonstration. But back to the cabinet that has just been appointed. Remember, this particular region that has been pro-ODM. One region that has always supported religiously, that is Right Honorable Raila Odinga. But they have two people from this particular region that have been sworn in today to act as CS. I'm talking about James Opiyo Wandayi, who will be serving as the CS Energy and Petroleum, and Mheshimiwa John Mbadi, all the way from the lower Nyanza, who will be serving as the CS Treasury. But with me here, I have a chief officer from Siaya County. Of course, today is 2 years after Kenyans went to polls. There have been a lot of expectations from Kenya, despite all the ups and running from that President Ruto has faced. Remember, we have had two series of demonstrations. One was called by opposition leader, then there's the other one that was called by the Gen Zs. But today we have a new set of cabinet secretaries that have been sworn in, ready to be up and running and ready to change the narrative in the country. What are your expectations as elected leaders at the devolved units?
Thank you, Bramwell. My name is Walter Okello. I serve as Chief Officer in the County Government of Siaya, in charge of governance administration. First of all, we'd like to acknowledge and appreciate the great magnanimity of our Right Honorable Raila Odinga, the party leader of ODM, for the great gesture, of rising above personal interest, partisan interest, to show statesmanship and allow his troops in the ODM party to go and join government. In the same breath, we want to congratulate our two leaders, especially from this region, who have been appointed and have been sworn in today. That is the Honorable John Mbadi, who's just been sworn in as the CS for Treasury, together with the Honorable James Opiyo Wandayi, who's been sworn in as CS Energy. As a region, we really feel elated for the reason that if you reflect on those the demos that you've alluded to, part of the main reason was a lack of inclusivity. As a region, for a long time, we felt that we are not included. We are not on the table where decisions are being made. Yet we pay taxes as Kenyans. We have equal rights. We hold citizenship by right. And so by that gesture of Right Honorable Raila Odinga allowing John Mbadi and James Opiyo Wandayi and the AG from this region, Honorable Paranya, Honorable Hassan Joho, for the first time we feel that there's a bit of inclusivity. Our expectation is that and the dockets that these gentlemen have been given are very critical for us, especially us in the devolution space. We expect that the Honorable John Mbadi, CS Treasury, will prioritize some of the things that have bedeviled devolution. For instance, the issue of late disbursement of the exchequer. Right now, as we were closing the last financial year, we did not receive the exchequer for June. And that trend has been in the norm over a period, so that implementation of projects become a snag all through, which then makes it very difficult for the governors in the region, our governor, for instance, to implement some of the projects that are a priority. And so we expect that part of CS Mbadi's entry will involve first release of the exchequer. Secondly, then we also, in the spirit of inclusivity, we expect that with the new cabinet formation, they'll prioritize completion of stalled projects. This region has experienced a plethora of stalled projects. If you come to Siaya, there's the Bondo Nango Road, there's the bit of the Goe Bridge, and many other projects that are promised that have stalled. We expect that now that we are part and parcel of the government, these projects will be prioritized so that the people of Siaya, the people of Nyanza, will benefit from the projects of Kenya, like any other Kenyan elsewhere. Otherwise, we wish them well. We support support the move. We expect that they'll work for the country, and we're going to be one united Kenya. And we thank the young people of this nation. We expect that they let us prioritize the agenda of the youth in this country. The youth have shown us that they're capable, they have what it takes, they have the wit, they have the energy, they have the resilience. So we ask the cabinet, as you do your priority papers, as you do your strategic map out, please have the youth at the center of everything that you do.
Thank you, Walter. That is Chief Officer in the County Government of Siaya, an indication that youths are really being incorporated into the governance system at the devolved unit. But it will be important to also move back to the streets. We will be heading to Siaya, go to Ugunja, just to have a feel of what exactly is transpiring on the ground. What are the people saying in regards to the Nane demonstration, in regards to the CS nominees that have just been appointed? Jesse from Kisumu, back to you in the studios.
Ramwell Bwire, thank you for that update from Kisumu County, specifically CI, just painting a picture of what